Hello. 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 Kia ora. Kia ora. I'm the Talking Kiwi. Welcome to the Talking Kiwi podcast. Show, whatever, depending on what the text purposes are. So that's that. I don't actually have a plan for today. I can't hear myself talk. Oh, there we go. Hello. Yes, I can. So, not much planned today. Nothing I really want to talk about. I think I'm at the stage where I'm just so sick of telling people, like, not what to think, but I just can't talk to them because they're not thinking before they are speaking. So a lot of people just don't think before they speak. They're in their same loop all the time, 24/7. And yeah, it kind of freaks me out a little bit how they're unaware of a lot of things. But it's okay. Everyone to their own, I guess. Everyone to their own, I guess. So that's life. I guess that's life. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Who knows? So what's exciting this week? What is exciting this week? No one's shot. Oh, that boy-girl boxer got the gold medal. The one under controversy. Oh, what about the Taiwanese dude? There was a Taiwanese female boxer too, right? Just didn't place, that's all. But that's actually quite interesting. The Olympics have new rules. Back in my days, back in 2000, boys were boys and girls were girls. It sounds so, yeah, but it's life. Oh well. What else is exciting? Deadpool and Wolverine was like 2 weeks ago. This week, House of Dragons fucking awesome, but the final episode kind of sucks because it's like a build-up. I thought they're gonna fight. I thought the dragons were gonna fight on the final episode, season 2, episode 8, but nope. Spoiler. I've got a flight to catch in a couple of days, and I keep getting plane crash videos. Plane crashing videos. Just constantly planes just falling from the sky. And then last night was like the Brazilian one, the one in Brazil, that the plane with the propellers, 62 passengers, and it just like fell from the sky. It didn't even like go straight crash. It's just like whee, like a paper plane. Imagine holding a paper plane. Imagine holding a paper plane and then just letting it go from like 2 meters high, and then just watch it like woo swerve down, and then boom. Add like tons of jet fuel, engine oil, whatever, and then kaboom, and then it's like on fire. Actually, I think the impact itself is enough to probably kill everyone. Man, how fast would that be going? Shit. Faster than a car for sure. Damn. That kind of sucks. Things like this sometimes makes me feel like, was it planned? Like, who are the 62 people on board? Like, who? Same with that Malaysian airline thing. Like, do they have a list of everyone on board? Like, who's very important? I think we need to look into that. Just sucks for the families, the ones without closure. But that's life. That's why I kind of like just stay home all the time. I don't want to travel. I go out in the mornings. I go out before people go out. So I avoid people. Because people are in the way, you know? When there's too many people, you're in the way. People are in the way. Not all the time, just weird times of the day. There's people that like to line up. Like if you're the kind of person that has kids and like to go dinner all the time out of the house without your kids, that's kind of weird. It's kind of like my dad. It's not good. People that like to go out and have dinners in busy times is kind of weird. Like they rather line up than spend time with their kids. Oh shit, that's dark. That's sad. They're just avoiding, I think. I think people that like to go out, I'm not talking about like, dinners, like group dinners where lots of people go, even though that's kind of like a thing too. I used to do that. I used to just like, hey, today is party day, and it's like a Tuesday afternoon. And then let's have dinner, and then we'll have dinner, and then we'll go drink, and then party. You're just kind of like running away from your own home because your home's not comfortable. That was me. My home wasn't that comfortable. It was pretty cold, no heaters. And the rooms I want to be in. So that was my childhood. And nowadays, I just try to keep the house warm. Like 24/7. I got 3 heat pumps going. I sound rich. I got 3 heat pumps going 24/7. Damn, baby. I don't turn those things up. Goddamn things off. Got there in the end. So yeah, I try to keep my house warm so my kids feel warm. So, they don't have to like keep trying to run away or like move to another country or something when they get slightly older. Seems to be a recurring thing. Like parents absent, so, negligence, and then not super absent, but still care, but like just on the surface, not deep enough. It's more like a responsibility care instead of actually care, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's kind of sad. I know a lot of people like that. I can see it, including myself, my home family. And then you kind of get trapped in a family thing, and then you just think family is just, just there. Like, what for? I don't know, unless you really need help. Instead of like willingness to help each other every day so we grow all the time. It's like, okay, you do your thing, I do my thing, and let's just move away from each other. That's kind of fucked up. That's what the system wants. They want you to live in tiny apartments so you don't have babies. I was talking to my wife about this. It's like people living in apartments, especially if you got like 2 bedrooms, because that's like the most common room service, not room service, but room design kind of thing. And if you have 2 people in your household, if you're a young couple and you use 1 bedroom, the other bedroom's full of your shit, shoes, blankets, games, collectibles, whatever. It's kind of easy, like, okay, one day we'll get pregnant and then we're going to clean out that room and then the baby can go in there. Or kids can go in there or something. But it's unlikely kids, because once you have that one kid, especially in an apartment, then you wouldn't need the kid to be quiet, and then that's not normal. Kids need to be loud, and then that kind of freaks you out, and your neighbors come knock on your door. It's like, excuse me, can you please be quiet? Your neighbors from downstairs, why is your kids running around? So this is why people don't really want to have kids, right? Because you just feel like it's an inconvenience to you. Because you're already trapped in a little tuna tin can. So if that's inconvenient for you, why the heck would you want more kids? And if you only have 2 bedrooms, right? So you sit there and you got your mortgage. Mortgages last 30 years. By the time your mortgage is up, you can't have kids anymore. Get your mortgage at 20 and then you pay off your mortgage at 50 and then boom, you can't have kids. Oh, I wish I had more kids. That's what happens when you live in apartments, and that's what's happening in Asia. It's happening in Taiwan, Japan, Korea, China, anywhere that has people like jamming in apartments, because people want to be in the CBD where all the action is. The thing is, the CBD dies. Central Business District, the center of the city. The city center shifts. It shifts. It's not always in the same location. It shifts location. So if you invest your life and borrow money to live in a place, you're fucked. You don't own the property. If you have a mortgage, you don't own the property. It's not yours. You get that, right? Do people get that? Like if you borrow money to buy something, you technically don't own it. Like if you die, it doesn't belong to your kids. It goes straight to the bank. Fucking loser. Let's add that in. Unnecessary, but worth it. Yeah, don't get a mortgage. Unless it's like, doubling the value every year, minimum at least. Fuck, if you're not flipping your property every year, like buy it for $1 million, sell it for 2, you're fucked. Like honestly, because people are doing that, and whatever mortgage you're on, you're paying money back to the bank. You're going the opposite direction. Instead of growing, you're actually shrinking. You're actually signing your life away. When you have a mortgage, you're signing your life away saying, hey, I'm going to repeat doing the same shit I'm doing now for the next 30 years, so I have no freedom, and to prove that I can pay you back. So that's what a mortgage or finance is when you buy a car. It's like, oh, I'm signing my life away for 3 years, 30 years, 3 months, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. You're signing your life away. You're signing your freedom away, whether you admit it or not. Whether you admit it or not. And you got to be honest. Do you want to get out of it? If you want to get out of it and have more freedom, you got to be honest about it. That's the only way to get out. Like, if you don't want to face it, if this hurts, if you're already on a mortgage and then this information hurts, you kind of have to suck it up and get over it. Otherwise, you're stuck. You're just going to be left behind. Don't get a mortgage. It's such a depressing topic. I got milk all over my lips now. Well, it's coffee, but I added quite a bit of milk today. Homelander. What else is new? Not a lot of collectibles recently. And I got some sad news. It seems like Toyco is closing. I think the rent. I believe the commercial rent is up, and it's probably not worth renewing. So it seems like number one shoe warehouse and Toyco at Wagner Place, if that's how you pronounce it, St. Luke's, Westfield-ish, just outside. I think they're closing. Like all their stock is gone, and not a lot of new stock, and I'm stressing out for the staff. I think maybe they're changing location. I hope they change location. I wonder. Martin, if you're listening, not my father Martin, but the Toyco Martin, if you're listening, please let me know what's happening. Maybe I can go work there. I can actually probably order a lot of stock. Like, I can help toy shops be profitable just by ordering the correct stock, because there's so much rubbish toys that don't go up in price. And I know there's a certain group of collectibles that actually, does go up in price. I should be buying more, but I'm not that rich. I just use the weekly money. Everyone gets around the same weekly money, whether you're paid $50K a year or $200K a year. That's why we have the IRD. They shift it out and move it to people. So everyone gets paid the same, and I just like to spend it on collectibles. And if you're good at it, you can start flipping it too. And you can start your own company. Last month, I think my company spent almost $20K on collectibles. No, that's wrong. Not $20K on collectibles. $20K on business expenses. There we go. So a portion of the bills, and then if it's a business item, meals are 50%. Get your GST back for that. It's almost impossible to make money if you know how to make money. Oh shit, damn, that's hot. It's almost impossible. It's impossible to make money if you really know how to make money. Ooh, I like that. So what it's saying is it's impossible to be profitable if you know how the system works. Because you're just going to have expenses. You just keep buying whatever it is. Even if it's just commercial real estate. Let's say you make $1 million profit in a year. You got to pay tax on that. Company tax, I don't know, 33. I don't know, I don't pay it. I do. I just have more expenses, that's all. So, wow, fuck, imagine that. Like you get $1 million and then boom, gone. So you don't have to pay tax on that. So you keep your $1 million and then you have a $1 million car or a house or an asset, any form of asset. As long as you prove it's not for like personal use. Just don't drive it. Buy a Ferrari, leave it there. That's my goal. Like every year, just buy a Ferrari and just leave it there, like a collectible one, not a used. Yeah, well, yeah, not really a used one unless it's like a vintage clean one. And you got to take out all the oil because you're not driving it. It's gonna be like a museum, so you got to drain it and then yeah. So if I do ever make that much money, where I have a spare million in profit, I need to quickly spend. Ideally, I probably still spend on collectibles that I have confidence going up. And yeah, Ferraris do too. But I need, if you've never bought one from them, like they're not going to treat you nice. It's more like you got to buy shit ones to get a nice one. Kind of like any collectibles these days anyway. Bags, shoes, designer, limited edition, anything. Right? You either pay a premium or you got to, in Chinese, 配货 means you gotta buy a whole bunch of the rubbish products just to get the limited edition good product. Oh, I ordered some Gundam Crocs the other day. I bought 2. One for research and development. Oh, I'm so funny. And the other one to flip. So then the cost for research development was free. It's not. It's just one for myself, and I'm gonna flip the other one to make profit. So then the one that I'm wearing it feels like it's free. You know, if I can flip it 3 times, I can actually buy more. But that's beside the point. What else is new? Oh, I need to order some more jerkies. Yeah, I'll do that today. Do it later today. Order some jerkies so the kids can have it in the morning. Not the super processed ones, but just the slightly processed ones. The ones that expire, the ones that expire in a week. If your food doesn't expire for like a long time, then it's likely it's got additives in there that keeps it going for a while. So it's probably not supposed to be there. It's not supposed to be for human consumption unless you want to turn into a mummy. They should invent some kind of, they probably have, like something that you can eat and then it prolongs your organs or whatever. And you just live longer, slightly longer, but it's probably not on the market because people don't like it. But then what about olive oil? It's kind of what it's doing, right? Extra virgin olive oil, it cleans your blood vessels, right? It takes out the bad cholesterols. Why the fuck am I not drinking more of that if I know it's going to keep me living longer? Yeah, I need mushrooms. I need to clean up my RAM. The shit in my brain, a lot of it's not very useful if I don't apply it. It's nice to have the knowledge, but if you don't apply it, it becomes like a mystical myth or legend, something that's untouchable and something you never try, so you don't know if it's real or not. Whereas if you put it into practice, if you put your theories into practice every day, whether you fail or not, which usually you will, but at least that gives you the answer if it's, usable, if it's worthy, if it helps you grow, if it's worth putting it into part of your lifestyle. Right? Like, you don't know if gym's going to keep you living longer or makes you stronger or feel better. You don't know if working out's going to make you feel better until you try it. Yep. And I've been trying it for 5 years. Short term, it hurts you like fuck. Because your bones and everything hurts. And then, more muscles. More. If the bones hurt, it's probably not good. But, yeah. Yeah, so that's working out. Food too. If it's making you fat and raising your blood pressure, it's not good. It's so interesting. Lately, like, I can tell when I smoke weed, my blood pressure, or blood pump, like, heart rate. My heart rate goes down. Pressure goes down when I smoke weed. Now, if I have coffee, it kind of pushes it up so I don't fall asleep. So there's a balance. Even when you, there's a balance. That's why when I smoke weed before bed, I'll never do like heavy activities, because if I do a lot of movement, then my heart rate will go up, and the pressure might go up too. Especially if you get emotional as well, it's really easy to change because it's like an anxious, anxiety, fear-driven, biological awakening that just fucks with your blood vessels and heart rate and parts of your body, and your cells are different. Kind of like having a cold shower. So I go super hot. I go so hot where I can't handle it anymore. Usually takes 5 minutes, so it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. Maybe 10 minutes. Hotter and hotter and hotter. I'll sing through it, so make sure I can still breathe. Singing it's good to sing in the shower, so you can breathe, because you don't want to just like stand there and suddenly, and then you hyperventilate and you're fucked. So singing kind of just keeps it constant because you got deep breaths and shit going out. And then you go super hot, and just before I go super hot, I tell myself that I'm entering another dimension. So you go into another dimension, so everything's gonna feel different. It's gonna sting. You're gonna feel sensors. Everything's gonna be different. So that's how I prepare myself for cold showers. Start with the feet and hands, because what was it? Your hand. It's not paws. Was it hand? What's this part of the hand? The sweaty part of the hand, because that's, and the feet. Sole? No. Hand. Your hand. No. Fuck. I suck. So, anyways, your hand and feet are the ones that releases the heat the most. So if I use the cold shower, that kind of like takes away a lot of the heat, and then the blood will pump, and then I don't know if it's right or wrong, but it makes me feel better. It makes me feel a whole lot better. Hot twat. I had to do that. What else is new? Not much else is too new. I need to get some cash ready. Kind of fucked up. I put all my money in my Wise card, but my Wise card, physical one, is expired, so I only have PayWave. But I can't use PayWave at the ATM, right? So, yeah, kind of fucked me. So I'm going overseas to make lots of mini transactions. Lots of Ubers, lots of food ordering restaurants. I can't do big transactions. Luckily, there's no casino on the big island, so I'm not going to the big island. I'm going to the medium island. Oh, fuck. It's going to be 30 degrees. It's going to be so fucking hot. Oh, man. Oh, I need to put a pause on online shipping. Okay, I need to do that tonight. Order some cables and chargers for US A-type wall plugs, USB cables, C to C for my headphones and my phone. Went to H&M this week and bought lots of no, not H&M, Kmart. Kmart, the $10 t-shirts. They're actually pretty good. Are they $10? I think less. So if I find a shirt I like, I buy like 10 of them, so I don't have to keep changing. Same with my gym clothes too. I just wear the same shit, just have multiples of them. Usually like 4 sets, so you can switch them. So I wear the same ones in a week and then wash them at the end of the week. Luckily, I don't sweat that much. I only have 30-minute like heavy sessions. But as I get richer, and once I get my wife on 3 days as well, she's currently on 2. Once she gets on 3, then I might be able to expand next year. Yeah, I will. I have to. That's the annoying part. If you want to grow, you just have to keep expanding. And it's like sometimes you get into a very nice comfort zone. It's like, oh, I'm so comfortable now. I can afford meals. I can lift heavy things. I don't have sauna. And then it's like a week later, you're like, oh shit, maybe I need to keep growing. I can't just get comfortable. Otherwise, that's it. That's you for the rest of your life. If you get comfortable, then it's you for the rest of your life. And you could potentially go backwards too, and don't even know it. It's like pushing yourself onto the top of a hill, and if you don't want to keep climbing, you might just slowly slide down and not even know it. It kind of sucks. Got to keep pushing, and it kind of sucks. It sucks. But time is very important. Freedom is time. So you don't work for the true meaning of currency is time. That sounds very unsure. I think I heard it somewhere on a podcast. It might be Diary of a CEO or on a Rogan show, maybe. It's one of those. But currency is time. So, well, it could be even from Instagram shorts. Currency is time. So time's actually freedom. So don't work for money, work for freedom. If you work for money, you're fucked because you can never get enough of it, so you don't have freedom. Whereas if you work for freedom, then you know the exact amount of currency or money that you need, then you can start applying that to freedom. Whether it be healthy foods, working out, investments to get more freedom. At least you have a number, right? If you're working for freedom, you know what everything costs. Like a restaurant, you know the maximum it's gonna cost. Maybe if you're getting lobster, it's gonna cost like $1,000 or $2,000. So, that's the max. And if you're getting Wagyu, it might be like a couple of hundred, right? That's the max. Whereas if you're just making money to have a better future, where you don't have a specific number in mind, you'll get pretty stuck because you'll be on the same loop because you'll never have enough. You'll be like, oh, I don't have enough. Or like your apartment, your 2-bedroom apartment. We already have one kid in our 2-bedroom apartment, and like I don't have enough. We don't have enough. We need to pay off a mortgage first before we can expand. We need to pay off the mortgage to get a bigger bedroom so we can expand. But that's fucked up because you'll never get your mortgage is for 30 years. So how are you supposed to expand and have kids? So, so that's why people aren't having kids, right? Oh, shit, kind of sucks. Depressing. Just parts of life. There's happy things around. Dopamine hits when you find collectibles. Yeah, so collectible hunting is quite fun. You can sometimes like supermarkets have collectibles too. My son collects Prime drinks. Not very fond of that, especially when the prices drop to like $1 per bottle. It's like, holy shit, what are they putting in those things? Should we let our kids drink Prime? I don't know, man. If they kept it at like $10, maybe it would be like, oh, maybe it's probably healthy. It's probably okay. I reckon they're better off throwing away the $1 Primes. Like if they're expiring, throw them away. Like if they're not the newest batch, throw them away. Have a shorter expiration date. Make it more limited. So people buy them, even if it's still not healthy, It gives the impression that it is. Shit. See, that's immoral, but that's the money game. If you want to make money, it's like you got to make immoral decisions because it's greed. Money. If you want more money, it's greed. Oh, pretty sad. Why does everything have to turn dark? But just thinking about it, any form of business, if you want to make more profit, somehow there's something immoral that you have to do or decide whether you want to do or not to gain more profit. But that could just be for the short term, because in the long term, you could also make it more comfortable. For example, if you have a farm, right? If you suddenly have 100 cows, but you suddenly want more profit, and you 10x your cows, and it becomes 1,000 cows. But then you don't have room on your farm to have 1,000 cows. So in the short term, your cows are fucked. But then to keep them healthy and happy, and premium, you need to have enough land for your cattle. So then in the long term, you must keep expanding your land. Like maybe short term, you flip your cows so then you can sell them off and then you can buy more land or have access to more land. I don't know. It's just random shit I'm thinking about. That's another thing. It's hard for me to talk to people because I kind of bitch about myself and them. Like I'll analyze my friends and myself if I have the same problem, which oftentimes I do. So I'll talk shit about what I think they can improve and what they're doing wrong. Or not wrong necessarily, but just what they can do better. So I talk shit about what they can do better, and they feel shit because they work all day and at nighttime they gotta listen to me, or like after work it's like, oh, this guy's like giving me shit again. Oh, I just want to eat my luxury meal and try to get another mortgage. And then I'll be like, no man, you shouldn't be doing that because you really should be investing your meal money. Like you should be flipping your money before you have the meal first. Everyone gets the same amount. If you flip your money before you have a meal, then the meal's like free, right? So I don't know, it's like concepts like this, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, easy for you to say because you're doing it. And it's like, no, it's not easy for me because I'm trying to 3x my money, you know? And then there'll be people out there that are probably trying to 10x their money. And it's like, what are their plans? What are their goals? What are they planning to do to 10x it? That's what interests me. Well, what are you planning to do to try 2x it? What are you trying to do to 2 times your income before you spend it within the year? You know, like things like this, like makes me really interested to have a conversation with. But if he's gonna start showing off like, oh, I've got the, I don't know, I don't even know what's hip hop, hippity hop, hip hoppity dop. I don't know what's hip. I don't know. Cars, bags. I don't know. I'm not a girl. I'm not a lady. What do people compare these days? The phones are the same brands. The cars are the same shit. The houses, you're living in the same area. Why you can't. What do people have that's so good? Time. I think freedom. It's just, you can't have the best cars and shit, but if you have freedom, it's like, oh, good for you. Like my father has a lot of real estate, but if he doesn't have freedom, it's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck's wrong with you, bro? Almost use the N-word. That's what happens when you talk to yourself. When you're on your own podcast. So yeah, there's a limit of freedom of speech. Fuck you, white people, for taking it away. For ruining it. That was a really good word. Man, I could come up with some new words. Oh shit, my coffee's finished. Anything else I want to cover? Nope. I think that's it. I need to play my sheep game. I think it's almost 4:00, maybe. Might do a special episode next week, but I don't have a mic. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably, maybe wait 2 weeks. I'll be back in, 2 weeks and maybe do something. Maybe. All right. That's it for me for today. Thank you for watching the Talking Kiwi podcast, show, whatever it is. Like and subscribe. Probably already have, and thank you.